Best Irish music on irishradio.org with Jerry Byrne.
Irish Radio, I'm Jerry Byrne. Now, I've been speaking over this since the sort of the onset of COVID and all that to many of the great and the talented and the good from the Irish music scene. Now, my next guest is a gentleman who's actually based in Texas, in the good old US of A. He's a founder of Mason-Dixon Capitol Records, has had 13 songs on the Billboard Country Music charts, and he's performed with country music greats such as Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson, Gareth Brooks, and many, many more. Multi-award-winning Texas songwriter, and delighted to say hello to the one and only Frank Martin Gilligan. Frank, how are you?
I'm doing great, Jerry, and really it's great to talk to you.
Same as that. Frank, tell me this, with a name like Gilligan, you've definitely got to have Irish roots.
That's right. I have 4 Irish grandparents from just all over the country, from Sligo and Monaghan on my father's side and Kilkenny on my mother's. So, yes, it's I have 100% Irish roots.
Right, that's for sure. And Frank, the interesting thing is you're based in Texas, but you didn't grow up there.
I grew up in New York City, and I came to Texas when I was 19 years old, and became immersed in the Texas sound. I think Willie Nelson was really, starting to do his long-haired thing, and Texas is like it's a culture of its own. And I really came to appreciate it.
Right. Now, you've had incredible success, over the years in with your music. It's with those 13 Billboard songs and all the other things you've done.
Well, with Mason-Dixon, we were like a harmony group. Kind of like Alabama or something like that, and we had some great opportunities, and we got to see the whole of North America, including Canada. We went everywhere twice, and it was a great experience. We got to meet some great people and exceptional talents, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Right, that was fantastic.
It was a really good time.
Right, I bet. And of course, like with all of that, you went on to to perform with the greats, as I mentioned, Merle Haggard, Willie Nelson, Gareth Brooks, and numerous others.
That was such, especially watching Haggard. I would, be on the side of the stage, just watch him lead that band, and the way he performed, it was so natural, and he, you really felt that he felt his music so well. It was a great experience.
Indeed. Now you visited Ireland back about 15 years ago.
Right, and I've been back 4 or 5 times now.
Okay, yep. Okay. Now the interesting thing is your latest single is a duet with Tomas Jackman from County Kilkenny. Tell me this, Frank. How did that all come about?
Well, I met Tomas on my first trip to Ireland. He was playing at Kittler's Inn in Kilkenny, and we sat and listened for a while. Then I came up and introduced myself and handed him a CD of my songs. And I have a handful of songs that are based on Irish history, so to speak. So he was listening to it as we were leaving Kittler's. It was the first time I heard my music in Ireland. He was listening to it in his car. We heard this wafting through the air. And now 15 years later, I almost said 15 minutes, 15 years later, here we are singing one of my songs, and it's just so exciting. He's a fantastic guy, great talent, and I'm just so happy to be hooked up with him.
Indeed so, yes. I spoke to him on the programme and have played his music on many, many occasions. He really is. Now, the interesting thing about the song, Frank, is can you tell us where the story of the song comes from?
Well, I read a story about the Irish Famine Immigrants. In 1847, they landed on the St. Lawrence waterway in Canada. There was an island set up for quarantine. And it was such a dire time that once they landed on that island, they just jumped off of that ship, and many of them ran into the woods to die. It was a terrible, terrible episode in human history. And that inspired me. There's a monument today on Grosse Isle in Canada about all of those people. And it at the bottom, it called them children of the Gael. I thought that was so poetic. And so I wrote the song about it, and here we are today.
Indeed, lovely one it is too. Children of the Gael. It's fascinating, fascinating story on how you came about the song, and well done on doing it. And I must say it's a lovely track. It really is.
Thank you, Jerry.
And I must say that yourself and Tomas go extremely well on it, like on your version of it.
I want to. It was not an easy project. But me being here in Texas and Tomas being over there in Ireland, so we had to essentially he had to email his parts over to us in Texas, and we would fly them into the recording. And I want to also point out Mick Martin from the Kilkennys. He handled the whistles and the barn on the song. He had to do the same. And then my friend, my producer, Joe Gavito, took the reins and put it all together, and then added all of his great guitar work. It's really, if someone could have seen how we did this, it's quite a fascinating process that wasn't available to us even 10 years ago. So it really has changed a lot about recording, about how people make music.
Indeed so. I've spoken to many singers, who were in the same position, even inside Ireland, where they did their recordings in one place, set it to another, then it was mixed in another place, and another musician added something in another location. So you had a production coming together from, possibly as many as 10 different locations.
Right. Yeah. That's the way of the world right now. It seems like the recording studio may become a thing of the past. I'm waiting for the time when 6 or 7 musicians can get together in real time and make a recording.
Indeed.
I think they're probably doing it now, but that's above my pay grade. So
indeed,
I guess I'll find out. And I'll be the last one to know.
Indeed, it's a lot of the whole system of recording and the music production and everything. The technology has completely and utterly changed drastically, as you say, only within this past short number of years.
Right. Yeah.
And
Jay, I don't know if you can hear this, but we talked about the weather briefly. But there's a raging thunderstorm going on here in Texas right now.
Okay.
So we get our fair share of rain.
Okay. Didn't realize that. I always thought that Texas was always continually hot and sunny and warm.
Well, it is warm. We seldom get below freezing, but we sure did this winter. And there's so many pipes burst in this state. It was just an incredible adventure, let me say.
Yes.
I got a new kitchen out of the whole thing.
Okay. Okay. So you're cooking better, Frank. Well done. So have you been doing since the COVID thing came in? Have you done since within this past almost year and a half? Have you been able to do any live work?
Well, we had maybe about 8 months of total shutdown where there was no live music going on. But as of now, things have really opened up. And Joe Gavito and myself, we go out and perform at wineries and breweries, and things have really opened up. 2021 is just totally booked up, and so things are looking up. But we did do the live streams and kept ourselves busy.
Right, well
as
done.
Best we could.
Well done. I think the live streams that so many singers and musicians have done has been truly incredible and a great way to link up to people in times when you couldn't get together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was the only way to really do it. To really stay. Hey, I'm still here and I'm still doing this and do this for a living. So. Help me out, please.
Yes, indeed. Help keep people like your good self and many others in the loop and in contact with people. And indeed, as you say, as many artists have said to me, to stay relevant and be able to link up with their fans, and even indeed make new admirers in their music actually through the pandemic.
Well, you would certainly hope so, because if you are doing this over the internet, the opportunity to reach such a much broader audience is there. And it's just being able to capitalize on it.
Indeed so. And, well done to your good self on it. Frank, listen, it's been lovely to chat to you. It really has. It's been fascinating. Thanks a million. Appreciate it. Listen, well done on all you've done, and well done on writing the song, The Children of the Gael, which is currently out with Tomas Jackman. Frank, listen, great to speak to you. You stay well, stay safe. And listen, we will catch up again, and who knows, I might be able to meet up with you in the Emerald Isle and catch you on stage someplace along the way.
I certainly hope so, and then I hope to make my first trip to the UK this coming year. So we'll all just plan on that. Sounds like a plan.
Indeed it does. Frank, listen, lovely to speak to you.
Thank you, Jerry. It was really great. Appreciate it.